Big round of applause for Cristine Peterson. Yes.
Hi, my name is Cristine. Cristine, I'm Marine. Like Michael said, I spent 5 years in the United States Marine Corps, and yeah, being a woman in the Marine Corps, it's a lot of things, but it's really weird. In combat school, my instructor used to explain how long we had on our restroom breaks by yelling at us, "Listen up, warrior, you've got a heartbeat and a dick swing." It wasn't until I saw 86 dudes from my platoon rush to the 6 porta potties and not line up, but jam in as many men as possible that I realized, apparently a dick swing is not that long at all. Yeah, even weirder was when the guys got mad at us for going to our one porta potty, one woman at a time, as civilized humans do. And I get it. Like, I knew young men tend to be misinformed about where things are located around women's genitalia, but even I was shocked that they didn't understand we were ill-equipped for multi-user porta potties. It wasn't until we got a hold of some crayons left over from dessert and drew a diagram that the guys even got off our back about it. I used to live in a house with 5 male Marines, which was interesting. You know that whole sock on the doorknob situation? So, yeah, we had an emoji for that. We designated Tango Girl emoji as the alert symbol for whenever we had a guest over and needed some privacy, or whenever the boys had a guest over and needed some privacy, which, as you can imagine, with Marines, soon turned into a contest. Yeah. It got to the point where the guys were just sending Tango Girl every time they got laid, even if they weren't at the house. I finally had to draw the line when they started responding with high five emoji, which at first I thought was like a confirmation and affirmation, like, "Got it, dude, good job, have fun." But I soon found out didn't mean that at all. It actually just meant I also need privacy. I just don't have a guest over. Yeah, I thought living with 5 Marines would really put a kink in my eggplant emoji game. I rolled up to the bar one time, and you know, it can be kind of intimidating rolling up to a bar with 5 big dudes. Just kidding, they weren't big. But they were. This guy was flirting with me one time at the bar, and the boys just appeared on either side of him. And they chatted him up and sort of like invaded his space and explained our living situation, which was great. And like right as the guy started to look uncomfortable and he backed away, he like bought us all around the beers. And right as I was sure I was gonna die alone and certainly go home alone that night, the boys dispersed. Yeah, it turns out they don't care about my safety or security or my chastity. They were just in it for the beer. This was confirmed 2 weeks later when my eggplant alert was responded to with 5 inquiries of beer emoji, question mark? Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently my dowry for one night is 1 beer shy of a 6-pack. Yeah, my life's a little different now. I'm very recently married. Yeah, it sucks. No, my husband's great. We're just long distance, and that's why it sucks. Yeah, we've been together for about 5 years now, and we've never lived in the same place. My granny thinks that's great, she thinks that we're a Christian household. But really, it's just the military that's been keeping us apart. And at this point, I'm like, I've invested like half a decade into this dude, and like, I don't even know if I like him yet. It's like kind of an issue. There are some perks to long distance, though. First off, the communication is great. We talk so much. I like to explain long distance as friends without benefits. Secondly, the honeymoon phase lasts forever. Mostly because those eggplant emojis are so few and far between. And third, even though those Skype conversations do get kind of tedious, I recently discovered that when he starts to sort of like zone out, I just zoom in to my tits. Yep, these buddies reeling back in every time. Yeah, my husband's like a real cool guy. He's way cooler than me. And I recently learned this, and so what I like to do is sort of make him uncomfortable in public. So, my favorite is when he takes me to brunch, I like to mispronounce breakfast words just to throw him off his cool guy game. Yeah, you laugh now, wait till you hear them. It really does. So, we're sitting at brunch the other day, and I lean over and I'm like, hey babe, should I get this quiche? Looks pretty good. What about this tata? That tata looks real nice. My husband's like, do you mean the quiche and the frittata? I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know. Before he gets really red, I respond with, start taking a look at the pastry menu, and I'm like, I don't know, actually, I think, do you want to split this muff? Waiter, is this a sweet or a savory muff? Thanks, everybody.